Good morning. I am Priscilla and I live in an old church and I'm here to show you a craft that's super fun and super easy to do. Let's do it together. Flip. We have these surprise supplies bags that they're on the website just now. They won't be there for long. And I want to show you some fun things to do with it. This morning, this is something that I really, really love doing because I'm taking something that, this was a yogurt pot from We Yogurt and Morton, and I love this stuff. Let me see. Single service use only. I think these are made in France and they are recyclable, but I love using them. And so I'm going to show you something really fun to do. I'm going to clear some of this stuff out of my way. So I got a nice little surface here on our, this is an old enamel top table. This is metal. These were popular ages ago. And this one actually, I need to do a makeover on it because the drawers are horrible. But it has little drawers in it. It folds out really neat and tricky. But I don't want to get distracted. I'm also working on Ghost and Lady of the Leaves. But this morning, we're working on something else. So in the surprise supplies packs that we're sending out, there's something called Mulberry Paper. This is Mulberry Paper. This is Mulberry Paper. And this is a tissue Mulberry Paper that's super cool. I'm going to show you how to work with this. You can do a lot of different things with it. One of the things that are not in the bags that I'm sending out right now is this. This is just plain white tissue paper. You get this from the dollar store, and you see how can you see how different this looks? This has the fibers and things in it. This does not. But we're going to use this to cover our little pot with. But I think before I do that, I'm gonna just do some little designs on here with a Sharpie. You can do this, you don't have to do this. I'm just gonna cut some or draw some little leaf feels. Let me put the white behind. That's easier for you to see. Good. I'm just gonna make some little leaf designs on here. I don't know if this will work. I have not done this before with putting the Sharpie on. I'm going to make a little leaf stem. Let's make one over here. We'll make this kind of leaf. We'll make this one swirl up this way. You'll see why we're doing this in a minute. And over here we'll make let's make a real jaggedy looking little leaf here. Okay, and I'm not sure how this is going to work, so bear with me. So these are great to be little candelabra or little candle holders for tea light candles. And this is one that's all the way done. Let me pull this out here. This one I'm just using to stick and store these in. Hello, Native Beauty. So this is just this kind of glue and these kind of papers. So this is tissue paper that I then colored with alcohol ink, I think. And you can see how like some globs of glue dried behind there, leaving a super cool texture. I personally love that. I like to let it chunky. I think it gives it a super cool look. But you can do however you choose to do it. There is absolutely no right way, no wrong way. So I'm going to set this back here out of my way. And I'm about to get messy. I am about to get messy. But I like this stuff crumpled up, so don't throw away your used tissue paper. Like this has a piece of tape on it. I will take that tape off because I'm just not going to use that. I could use it for something else, not for this. So I'm going to just start tearing pieces. Let me just tear a couple pieces up here. I don't know how many we'll need. Once you start this, your fingers get a lot of glue on them. And you can choose to do the bottom or cover the bottom or not. I'm not going to cover the bottom probably, but we'll see. So I'm just going with the white tissue paper. The white actually makes a cool thing happen. And I think this might be blocked. Good morning, how are you? What you up to? Where are you at? Anybody in Ohio? A week from today, I'm going to be in Lancaster, Ohio, October 2nd. I want to meet you at 4 p.m. outside the Ohio Glass Museum in Lancaster. I'd love to meet you. My aunt and my cousin are going to be with me. Not Morton. Morton's staying home. As always, Morton was invited. Morton does not want to come. Okay, I'm going to do this. You got your package. Yay. What do you think? Fostered. We can craft right now together. We could do a lot of crafting. I'm going to dump a little glue on here. I hope that you were happy with your package. Yay, good. The glue did not smear the leaf. I want the glue to not smear that leaf that we put on. I thought that it would work, but yes, it did. Perfect. Oh my gosh, I love this so much now. So we could do a couple things now. I'm going to take this paper and just sort of crinkle it up down here at the bottom rather than tear it off. You did a video on your other channel and tagged me. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm not tearing off. This is one of the things to do with the papers that you got in the package. This is a fun little project here. I want to cover this whole thing with this white glue. Cover it with the white glue and just plain tissue paper. I did not send any paper like this in the box. I sent you mulberry paper and specialty papers and stuff like that. And Morton, today we're hoping to finish stuffing the rest of those boxes. This stuff comes through the tissue paper. And I like letting clumps and chunks of it up. I think it makes it more interesting. I think it makes it a lot more interesting. And the glue does go right through this. This was just plain old tissue paper from out of a package. I'm just covering, I want to cover the whole thing with this. This looks like, it looks like, blocking my light. It looks like a real cool glass effect when this is done. Thanks for sharing, World Citizen. Cool name. I'm going to put on another little hunk of this here. Cover it any way you see fit. White glue paper. That's all we're doing. White glue and paper. That hangs in the kitchen underneath the little shelf by the sink. Oh no, it hangs on the wire rack beside the sink. We have so many cutting boards. It's shocking. I'm just putting down some extra feels. This is messy. This is something that you could do with all ages. All skill levels can do this. Now, I'm not going to do it on here, but you could. What is blocking my light? Is it this? Is it that little ghosty? What is it? Something's blocked. There we go. Yeah. I'm gonna leave it just like that. Now the fun part starts. We have it all covered with this. And I'm gonna get a hold of our this is our This is the stuff I really, really want to show you. I'm going to first wipe this off on my fingers. I'm going to wipe my fingers off with this. And I'm going to just make it into a little stem. I'm going to make that into a little stem here for this leaf. I have more on my fingers. Did you like to put glue on your fingers in class and then peel it off? I always loved to do that in school. Just catching all that glue. You can curl it, make it into whatever you want to. Let's put another stem on one of these little leaves. Here we go. There's a little leaf there. Okay, so we have two little stems on here. Now this is mulberry paper, and this, I'm gonna just tear this part to show you how this edge comes. Don't cut your mulberry paper with scissors, because look at that natural edge. Now I'm gonna just try to tear out a shape of a leaf. And another good way to tear this is paint it with a paintbrush and then tear. But I'm just going to do this. I'm going to tear out the shape of a leaf. And you can see how this is textured and lovely and gorgeous. I'm going to look here here was my leaf here. I'm going to put that one right there. We're going to glaze this too. Not right now, I'm just going to stick it on that glue. And I want to use, good morning, I want to use some different colors. These leaves are really, really, look at, oh my gosh, I'm going to show you another cool trick with this. Okay, we're going to tear, and we're going to go off script. We're going to go off script, and we're going to make a real ziggy-zaggy leaf. But I'm going to show you something else really cool to do that you can do. You can sometimes separate this stuff. Sometimes it's almost like layers. And sometimes, not all the time, but you can find to peel up just a thin little layer here. So this little thin leaf, let's put that right here. Put that little thin leaf right there. And yesterday I'd cut these out of, the Italian crepe paper. I'm going to put some of these on here too. While my glue is still, that glue is still wet, we're going to glaze the whole thing with glue then. Let's go with this color now. So this one, I want to tear it. So it's kind of like different leaf shapes, right? And the beautiful part about these surprise supplies boxes, like all these little bits that we're tearing off too, they're gonna make wonderful little decorations as well. So here's my stem down here. I'm gonna come up here on that one. And you can't see my line anymore through there. But look, I could take and stagger some of these little bits on here to really create cool leaf feels. Look at, it's like you're putting little appendages on here. Little appendages of a leaf. I want more. And they don't have to be leaves. They can just be hunks of color. Like that's what this is. This one is just hunks of color. And that vase looks so pretty. I sometimes put flowers in that vase too. Little feels. I'm gonna take another one of these yellow leaves. Let's go right up here with it. A little yellow leaf. No, that's too close. That one was too close. Let's come up here. Okay, now we can go with, oh, let's do this. I haven't torn this yet for you. This stuff is so cool. Look how this tears. Same way. You get these same cool edges. And on this one now, we'll pull out a leaf shape like that. Now this leaf, we're gonna be able to still see the ink through there. I'm gonna put some more little bits of color on here. I like to use a variety of. That one's not wanting to stick. I like to use a variety of colors. I think looks the best. We're just sort of decoupaging this up. I'm gonna take a little bit of this and tear a little bit of this off. Let's find another good place to stick this, right here. Okay, now comes the fun part. We're gonna put our glue down and we're gonna glaze. I always forget I have that lid off. And when I say glaze, I mean just cover it all with glue. It's so easy. These are like no muss, no fuss, super effective, beautiful crafts you can make. Now, I don't want to let it too thick, so I'll just kind of spread it around, spread it over. You'll get to feel what the right feel is. You can bunch things up a bit. Put a bit more on. And this is actually Elmer's glue. I buy it by the gallon, and then I refill my little jugs. I like to put it right on top of the piece and really coat it. I have some of these that are as old as my kids. Some of these I made so long ago, so long ago. Thanks for following, Nita Pita. Contacted me in private messages. Awesome. I hope I get it. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. This is a Oui yogurt jar. O-U-I. The French yogurt called Oui. I love them. I love them. But you can use any kind of jar for this. This one, I made that out of a vase that I had gotten. I love the colors in there. Yeah, these are a really easy, fun craft. Great recycling craft. And like some people I know are big fans of Mod Podge, other stuff. Oh goodness, we just got restricted. There is a troll on here submitting feedback. Tagging the troll on here for you or for TikTok to see. Submit. Yeah, no, I know who the troll is. We got a couple trolls. I call them house trolls now. We know who they are. And it's bizarre. I don't get it. I'm putting this little bit here. Trolls want some love and attention. Trolls need love too, right? do all my glue right around. Now this afternoon, this will be dry. Yeah, no, Corey Wave, I know it's not you. I don't like to give trolls any more airtime than they need. I mean, yeah. It's bizarre. Love you too. Love you too. Okay, so it has to dry. When it dries, I promise you it's going to look spectacular. It already is looking spectacular. Look with the light. Can't see the name of who reported it, but yeah, there's a way that I know who they are basically, because the troll emailed a business associate, and we have an IP address, and it's just a whole bunch of hullabaloo. This glue is just white glue, Elmer's glue that I've decanted into this. And it's annoying when that happens, because I like to show people how to do cool crafts that are fun and easy and all that good stuff. Yeah, pound those hearts. Do that. That's a great idea. And honestly, the trolls just, yeah, they're here for the attention. Yep, Elmer's, or I have a big tub of Elmer's that I decant in here. Now the little lines that I made up in here of my little, oh my gosh, I just hiccuped and tried to swallow at the same time. It did not work. It dries clear. That's what I had put on this. It dries clear, and it kind of dries matte. Well, let's set this one up here to dry. That's a nice little drying shelf there. I'm going to actually do this now. I'm going to take one of my hydrangeas. Good morning, Rach. Okay, so this one, I have another one here I'm going to do. The packages that we're sending out right now, the surprise supplies, I have a lot of mulberry paper in them. And I just want to show you cool things to do with the mulberry paper, other than just card making, scrapbooking, collaging. So this is a really fun project for that. I'm just spreading this thin glue around here. Let's put a layer the whole way around. And then let's take just plain, this is plain white tissue paper. I am not sending you plain white tissue paper. I'm trusting you have plain white tissue paper. Scrunching it up. Scrunching it up. Tearing it off. Scrunching more on. And I'm not going to worry about covering the whole thing with it. I want to take one of my dried hydrangeas and just pop it on here. These are just hydrangeas I cut the other week from here. I'm going to just glue that down. Good morning, Ellen. How are you? Thank you for the rose. And whenever you're working with a dried flower, trying to get a dried flower to glue, you got your completely full envelope today. So many crafting supplies. Yay. Yay. I love hearing that. I love hearing that. I want to make sure each one of these little petals have glue in them. The glue is going to do super cool things here for us. It's going to soften those leaves that have dried in this curly shape. Yeah, you're welcome for all your goodies. Thanks, Queen Duckling. Morton's finishing up stuff in the kitchen. I want to show you how to fix one of these. See, because it's up. Oh, fell off. That's okay. It's coated with glue. And I'm going to put it between two pieces. This stuff dries clear. And it will just solidify up our flower. So if you have dried flowers that you want to put, some of you in your boxes will get some dried flowers. Not of our hydrangeas here, other stuff. But if you want a way to preserve it, to put it on something that still feels raised, and you want your petal to be protected, yeah, the paper, I'm not doing paper making right now. I'm just working with the stuff that came in your boxes. And this is just a piece of tissue paper, white tissue paper. None of those were in boxes. But I'm working with the mulberry paper now on these. So when you make this wet, I'm going to actually pull this around to the back side. It's going to kind of raise this as a, no, I'm not going to. Never mind. I'm going to just tear it off. I don't want to make it too chunky. I don't want to make that too chunky. There we go. That's what I want, right there. I'm going to leave a little bit on because now we'll still see all of these veins and stuff, but they're going to be protected. So I'm going to pop that on there like that. And more glue. And now I'm going to come with my the paper that's in the surprise supplies. I'm going to just take that up there, and that little stem is sticking out there. I'll coat him with something else. This one's going to be super cool. And you can coat them in like a plastic thing too, like a vinyl packing tape or whatever. But this is going to give it a super natural look. So I'm going to take, this is mulberry paper. I'm going to tear off a little organic strand. Nope, I wanted it bigger. That's going to work up here. That'll work fine up here, up at the top, because it has a nice straight edge. This will work on this side. Up at the top with the nice straight edge. And while you're still working on this, while it's wet, you'll see how like flexible it all is. You'll get the feel real quick. Be generous with your white glue. Coat that mulberry paper. This will dry clear. Put that right down there. Because you're putting it on the outside too, you could put water in here if you wanted to. Like I have already, the vases that I make, I'll put water and flowers in them. No worries. And that bit I have still sticking up. I'm going to push it down. Okay. I'm going to take some of this color. I'm going to just stand those up there out of my way so they don't get sticky. Some finished jars. I don't have any finished jars. They're all gone. Oh, here's one. There's one. That's a jar. That was a jam jar that I finished. That's mulberry paper. and tissue paper. They look amazing. The vase is finished as well. That was done the same way. There's one in my bathroom that I keep Q-tips in as well. Okay, I'm gonna go with I want a long organic little line around here. I'm gonna use this straight edge to my advantage and just put it here. Think of this as like a 3D collage. A 3D collage here. I'm gonna take a little bit more of this. I love these little rips right here. This is what you wanna do. These little organic rips, especially on a little piece like this. I like to show a lot of pretty color around here. We'll build that up into a little 3D one. Let's put this one here. The beautiful part about this, there is no right way, there is no wrong way. I think I'm gonna take one more of these. Got a little one and a big one. Oh, look, this is something you can do too, look. This is a dried one. You can take off individual petals. I'm gonna turn that guy upside down and glue. And glue, and glue, and glue, and glue, and glue. Don't let the kids have all the fun. This is fun. I'm gonna take this one that's 3 now and put it up here. Don't touch things too long. Your fingers will stick to them. I could let that stick out like that, but I'm gonna put a piece of tissue paper over it, just plain tissue paper. Again, not in your surprise supplies bag, but you will have tissue paper like this around your house, I'm sure. And this is how you make real cool little 3D effects. Whether you're collaging on paper, on canvas, on cloth, however you're doing it, this is a really good trick to get your 3D look and keep it solidified so your pieces won't break off. Your pieces will stay on. I promise. I love how that looks. I'm glad we did that. This is our little hydrangea one. I might use all my little hydrangeas like this. This is coming out super cute. And these colors, this peachy color, this autumn peachy color, and the gold color. Oh, loving it. Make sure we're all coated nice and thick. Be generous. Be generous. I'm going to put a piece of this down here. This is so relaxing to do too. I can't even begin to tell you. Honey,
Well,
what you up to?
peeling eggs in the floor.
Oh, Martin's peeling eggs. Poor little guy. This is just a little dinky one. This little dinky one's gonna be perfect. Where's my spot? Where did I do it? Here? That little guy's gonna be great right there. we're going to put a little piece of tissue paper just on top of there. The tissue paper goes kind of clear, transparent. This stuff. What were you about to ask? Can you show us some finished jars? Yep. I just did. I don't know if we're lagging. I'll set this one here. Oh, wait. It has a whole bunch of this. There's a finished one. There's a finished one for you. Dropping my hydrangeas all over the place. Finished, and this is it being worked. That one I covered all over with mulberry paper, with the mulberry tissue paper. So I have this one all coated. I'm gonna set it over here to dry. I have some jars over here. These jars are just little leftover jars. No, just the white glue. Just the white glue does it. The white glue dries clear. That's what I've used on both of those pieces. Let me turn this. There you go. And put that on both of those pieces. So this you see Welch's. I forget what was in here, but you can make these. Oh man, I have 2 restrictions. Tell you what, I'm about ready to quit doing TikTok lives. This is so annoying, the trolls. Current live. Dear trolls, please go away. I'm only teaching people how to do crafts. Super annoying. Super annoying. Sub Fiesta. I don't know what that means. I know, fostered. Seriously, if I could clone Morton and give Morton's clone to the troll that is madly in love with Morton, I would. I think everybody needs one. My troll and Morton's super fan is here. Although I really shouldn't call her that. There's other words that are better. Truly. I like coating these with this clear first. You can do however you want to though. I like it because it just makes this mystery. It just gives it a bit of a mystery. I'm going to put it on here because I do like it. And I never just squeeze out of the bottle. Morton gets bizarre. Morton's basically, yeah. I don't want to talk about it because that's what they like. Never mind. Never mind. It's all good. Just keep crafting. Just keep crafting. I'm gonna take this and push this all around. Yeah, we're just here for the fun. We're not here for anything else but the fun. This one's gonna look cool. And you can, if you wanna leave it so you can screw the lid on, just pull this down. We'll leave this one so we can take the lid off and on in here. So in the papers that you get in the surprise supplies, I'm going to show you some other cool things to do. I only grabbed 3 different ones for this. There's so many choices for color and whatnot in there. That's just plain old tissue paper. And then this is mulberry paper. So when you tear the mulberry paper, I like to tear it with this organic edge. I love the organic edge. It's like little silk fibers. Morton jumped on. Morton, did you jump on to see your troll? Yeah, this paper when it dries is so cool. I'm gonna do something else here. I'm gonna just go with just this white on this one. And on this little guy here, I'm just gonna put this. Hey, Jeannie, how are you? Long time no speak. Good morning, Dawn. I'm making up some of these lovelies. Thank you for the good morning. Thank you, Madeline, for the good morning. Morton, look at what Madeline sent.
Oh, that coffee, I'm needing more.
Morton needs that coffee this morning.
These eggs are driving me around. I put salt in the water like everything, but they're doing that thing of
Where they just all come apart. Yeah, we need the troll. We need troll spray. That's what we need, troll spray. I like to sometimes put this on and use it to drag around and then flip it upside down, because that way it's already done on both sides. I'm going to make this one so we can see through it a little bit. And the straight edge, I love to use the straight edge to put around like the top or the bottom where you have the straight line. I love to do that. You can bunch this up, you can smooth this out. There's so many ways you can do this. Yes, Morton has used his bread toys. Morton's getting ready to bake a whole bunch. We're going to a family festival.
Yeah, thanks, Jeannie. They're absolutely brilliant.
He loves them, Jeannie.
The best one's the Danish whisk.
He says the best one is the Danish whisk. Morton's way over in the kitchen. I'm over here in the craft garden. I'm in the craft garden. I'm gonna use just this one on that, just to show you how pretty this stuff is. Look at it. Oh, that's gorgeous. I'm gonna put that one down here to the bottom. And I love layering it. See how these little vines and things look in there? That's from this mulberry paper. Oops. That piece got gunky, but that's all right. We'll put it on there. I'm going to take a big band of it now and put it around.
The vanilla is absolutely amazing. Jeannie says she's sending out something else.
Oh my gosh, Jeannie. Thank you.
I think I found out what was wrong. I put ice in the water and they're peeling now.
Oh, did you hear that? Martin put ice in the water and now the eggs are peeling. Martin is super good to me. He's on a mission to make me eat. Oh, Jeannie says you're so welcome, sweethearts. Thank you. Martin's on a mission to get me to eat all my protein every day, which is hard. It is hard. If you ever chase the protein thing, you will know. This one is going to be gorgeous. It's just this color.
I'll put the ice in the water.
That's interesting.
Break it a bit.
So what I'm going to do with this one is put on a couple more pieces. He needs to send you some bread. I agree. Where are you at, Truly? Are you anywhere near Ohio? Morton, you ought to... Morton, I'm going to be in Ohio on October 2nd. And hopefully meeting up with people. Oh, you're in Nashville. My name's Priscilla, Amanda. And hey there.
Tennessee's Nashville, isn't it?
Yep.
I'd be worried it would go off in the post by the time it got there.
Yeah, you need to come visit Jeannie. Morton and I need to come to Tennessee, though. But you're in Pennsylvania. Oh, Ms. Jackson's in Nashville, too. Oh, look how that piece tore. Look at that piece. That piece is gorgeous. Gorgeous. Okay, let me look for another spot that needs something spectacular here, I'll say. Yes. I just try to get these kind of little lines and the veins and everything going every which way. And I want to cover every little bit of this little jar with this. This is just glue that I'm using. I'm using glue. It dries like this. Me down here. I'm just looking around now. I'm going to pour more on. I'm just sticking my pieces in place now. Yep, just PVA glue, Elmer's glue. And this is mulberry paper. Just nice. Those were just mulberry papers that were covered yellow. Yay, Kimberly's getting craft pieces. There's a lot of people on here who's been getting them. They have all been popular. I have not heard any complaints yet. I hope I don't. We're stuffing them full. Morton's working on the last ones now. And I gotta say, Martin's doing a great job stuffing them. Got one more blank piece down here. I'll put that one on like this. Okay, now I have all these little edges on, or all these little guys. Wait, you need a piece there. Is that, yeah. I need to put a little piece there. Tear it with your fingers to have all the fibers stick out. And you could take, oh yay, you're gonna love the snowman. You can, on this stuff, you can also color it. Like right now, I could put alcohol ink on it, watercolor, whatever. So you can definitely change the cover up.
Is it makes them semi-waterproof.
Yeah, these are not to go in your dishwasher, obviously, but
You can
like
wipe
I
them
put,
with a damp cloth usually.
yeah, and I put flowers in my vases because inside they're empty. Just want to make sure I got all my, oh, I got some extra glue here to use. This one's going to be really pretty. Simple and pretty. Sometimes the simplest things are the prettiest, I think. Okay, now I'm going to show you something really cool to do with the lid, because this one's keeping the lid on it. So we're going to have all these fibers around on this one. remember the wood scrap reindeer. I do. Your hands are only good at cleaning. Truly, you should come on over. We could be besties. Always need hands to help clean. Always. You just haven't found the craft that you've fallen in love with yet. I fall in love with crafts really easy. I want to try everything. I didn't tell Morton about this yet, but next summer, our granddaughter is going to Japan. And I just found this place in Japan that does this incredible kimono making course where you make your own kimono. I would love to do that. Oh my gosh. That would be amazing. Truly, that would be so fun. So watch what we're going to do here now with this little one. I'm going to do it with the lid right on here because I don't want to touch the lid and get it all gluey. But this one, I'm going to use this paper to cover the lid. So we could take and tear out a circle and let the black rim, that would look totally great. Or we could cover it all. Maybe I try to tear out a circle. Like a little seal. And remember, save all your little bits. Your little bits become the best parts. Whenever I did in-person workshops, and we would be doing workshops like this, I would give the people a box, like a little shoe box, to keep their little bits in. Then I would say, take your little bits home and do something cute with them. So they would have things to do at home. This I'm gonna glob. I want all those little fibers to stick out. And this one's gonna look super cute. You could put a little wax seal on top of here. There's so much cute stuff you could do with these little jars. I love how that looks. I'm taking the glue right to the edge. Here, if I wanted to like layer this up, I love how that looks. But if I wanted to give it a little pizzazz, I could take another little piece of this. And here, let's put some little, I'll put some little interestings on here. We don't even know what they are. We just know they're interestings. Because these are all fibery, they blend really, really well. It's almost like if you've ever done felting with wool, that's what this part reminds me of. So we'll set this up to dry too. This one's going to be gorge. Absolutely gorgeous. I'm sitting on a squeaky chair. Squeaky, squeaky chair. A little bit, thank you. Okay, let's finish this one. We'll do the lid again. I like the lid like that. And you wouldn't have to. You could paint this. You could do whatever you want with it. Make it in the shape of a leaf, a heart, whatever you want to do. Bye, Jeannie. See you later. Thank you. This actually does look like a leaf. You just want to really make sure you don't have any air bubbles down in there. I'm going to take it and put it up on this side. You take a gold pen and make veins on here then, or look, we'll crease little lines down in here. That's going to look cool. That's going to look super cool. Look at it. Oh my gosh, I love it. This is the joy of the mulberry paper. All of you getting the surprise packages, make sure you use the mulberry paper. You're going to love it. Little goes a long way. Now let's tear out some more of those big statement leaf shapes to put on this little jar. Let's do 3. 3 is the magic number. And I'm just thinking leaves right now because I'm going to tell you what, fall is coming here. Fall is coming here. Okay, we have our leaves. Now let's get to it. This had just a clear on it. We're gonna go with some textured leaves. Get this nice and soaking. You will get messy when you do this. That's a bonus. Martin always teases me and says that I love doing this because it gets so messy. He's probably right. I'm gonna do both sides of this really well. And then I pull the textured side back up and put that on there. We'll come back to that little leaf. Work our jar around. And see how there was kind of like a little air pocket there? You want to rub to keep the air pockets out. Up, and I just dropped glue down on there. It's all right. This is a cool old antique enamel top table that I'm working on. I don't have a tablecloth on here because you can't really hurt this tabletop. Okay, let's put one leaf here. Grab some more of my glue. Smooth it down. This is a lovely way to start the day. Making these a lovely way. Let's put one more on here. See how there's a real textured side and a not so textured side? We're looking for the real textured side. Right there, I'm missing a piece of this, just plain old tissue paper. There we go. Stuck on my finger. Pop that here. Hey, Cambria. It is definitely a day for crafting. We're making these jars here. And some of the, hopefully some people are crafting along with their supplies surprise. Because this is mulberry paper that's inside the packages. some of the things inside the packages. Mulberry paper, and then you need your jar. And I'm showing you how to do a little leaf design. So you really want them soaked with the glue. So your little impression that you make will stay. Couldn't find them on the site. It's right below, it's in the shop, right below a picture of me stuffing an envelope. Morton's stuffing the rest of them, hopefully today. We've been stuffing for so long, but we still do have plenty left. I want them to go home to other people, so we can all make cool arts and crafts stuff together. Okay, so I have these 3 little leaves on here. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take, not my finger now, I'm gonna take the edge of this stick to show you here. I'm gonna take this and I'm just gonna pull this down here just like you would with a leaf. And the fiber pulls right along. You could do this if you're collaging on paper. This would work the same way. Then when I'm done, I could take a gold pen and come in there with that too. And see how it pulls the fiber, pulls the edge of the leaf up. The jars are a great way to experiment too. And you get something so cool. And look at that, we took that little blob shape and just turned it into a super cool leaf. So anything with like a little point on it is going to work really well for you. Right. Thank you, Tricky Chris. How are you? Just doing some crafting. I love those leaves. I love the leaves. I love that little top that we made for this one. I'm gonna do something else here. Honey,
Oh,
would you turn off kitchen light, please?
Alexa, turn off kitchen light.
Thank you. I think the top is gonna be super cute on here. I'm gonna get off that little blob of glue. That's gonna be a fun little jar. I was gonna put some other stuff on here, but I'm not. Sometimes like enough is enough. And that's gonna be adorable. That's gonna be adorable. I'm gonna set it over here to dry. And I do have one more. Maybe I do the one more that I have. I have some glue down here. I'm gonna wipe it up with this. Tricky Chris, thank you for the rose. Okay. So when the glue dries, it looks like this. You got it. Yay. Woot, woot, woot. Honey, Cambria just got one. A package. Martin said, got what? I'm going to be printing labels out around 1, and we got a whole bunch ready to go. So it'll go out in today's mail. So this one has an ugly lid, ugly whatever, but we'll keep this one as a jar too, because they have the lid for it. And jars do come in useful. So if you don't want to let the edge gold, you can paint it. I like the edge like that. Let's take this one. What color? What color? Let's go with this. And look, this mulberry paper, if I just take and crease with my finger there, I can see where I need to tear off at. You want to tear this with your fingers. Save these little bits. You don't need to draw on it. You don't need it. It's so easy to work with. This tear. And this stuff here is nice and opaque. So it'll block all of that. And I think we'll do the other leaf at the top. Arlene, thanks for following. We're making, these are great because they're partly recycled, partly the surprise supplies packs that we're doing. And this is how I like to glue this paper. I like to take and put glue down here, just kind of rub it all over. Take it, see this side is our ridges side. We want that side to be up. But we're gonna spread this around on here too. It's a great way to coat it all. And then come back up here. Spread it out. Make sure all of our lettering is covered up. Turn this down here. Oh, that's better. You can see now. Then we're going to take this and we're going to pull this right down the middle. This will tear right now at this point. We don't want to tear it. We just want to go in here with a little vein. Right down the middle, and then we'll pull some in here. We'll pull some edges in here. Make our cool little leaf shape. These sticks are so good to use. Oh, there's a T sticking out. We'll cover that back up. I'm excited next Monday and Tuesday night, I'm going to be sleeping in a church that's not mine with my aunt and cousin. And anybody who's in Ohio on Tuesday, October 2nd, come and meet me at the Lancaster Glass Museum. It's going to be fun. I'm going to go see the museum with my aunt and cousin. You're welcome to come in too and see it. Their admission's super reasonable. Okay, so we have this done. I'm going to just set that right up there. Have that out of our way. That lid's too big for that. That's okay. Hey, Kathleen, how are ya? I kind of want to take this piece and put on here, but I'm not gonna. When you're making these, think this kind of paper. Now this one I've been using, this is just regular tissue paper you get everywhere and anywhere. You can also peel your glue off your fingers and put it on there. I just did that. I wish you were here crafting too. You could either be crafting with me or helping Morton. Honey, give us a wave.
Hi there.
Morton's packing up. Would you hold up one of the completed surprise supplies? Morton's packing up these big craft supply bags that have all sorts of everything in it. He is doing so good. Last night, Morton said to me, when you go to the bathroom, remember I have paper all over the floor. Don't trip. Okay, this one, I'm going to use this to go around here. And actually, before we do that, let's do this, because this is a super cool technique too. Martin is so sweet. He is the best guy in the whole wide world. Little Bit sent a cup of coffee for you, Martin.
Thanks, Wilbur.
Martin needs that coffee this morning. This is something else you can do. I'm going to show you how to make confetti paper out of your tissue paper. This tissue paper we're going to wrap around. This stuff you can just get at the dollar store anywhere. So you're going to just take and tear off little bits. Just tear off little bits. Get on there, you. Maybe we tear them off first and then place them. Little bits. These are going to look like little leaves. We're going to use all the colors. This is confetti mulberry paper. We'll go with that gold. Now let's go with this kind of like a light pumpkin-y, peachy kind of color. Feels very fall to me. And I'm not doing a specific, pattern. You could. You absolutely could do a pattern. That's a good one. This is a great way to get practice as well for tearing these little pieces. We'll put those two together. Okay, now, you love the fused glass necklaces. Thank you. They're on the website. They're on the website. This is sort of how I did this. Oh, I forgot that wasn't attached. See how I did that with the little wisp of colors in there? That's how I did this. So this now, I'm going to take some of these little fibers that are hiding in here. I'm going to wisp them along. Oops. Pulled that one up. Little wispy fibers in here. Over there. My fingers have glue on them still. They're catching everything. Has anybody done felting before with wool? Because this is kind of like a wool technique. I like to do every sort of art and craft, and the cool thing about doing a load of different ones is that you cross over a lot of stuff. So this confetti technique, I use this when I'm doing wool making. I use this when I'm doing fused glass. And I'm using this right now as I'm doing the jars with paper. So I'm just taking my strips, this, hey Susan, and covering this up with this. We want to capture, we want to sandwich the pieces in between this. This is a really fun way to do this. I'm going to try to upload this TikTok to my YouTube channel as well, because I think this will help a lot of people. Hey, Susan. Okay, so I kind of have them sandwiched. So I'm going to take my glue, and I'm just going to pour it. This is just white glue. White craft glue, school glue, whatever you want to call it. You can use, if you don't want to touch it with your fingers, you can use something to do that. I'm just primarily putting this around. I'm doing it over my paper. You watch them when you miss it here. Great, thank you. Oh my gosh, Morton, I didn't tell you this.
What?
We are monetized on YouTube now. We have been for a while. YouTube. Never mind. We just got reported again. We might just soon be doing lives on YouTube only. TikTok is horrible with letting trolls report your live for being unsafe. Yeah. You don't think you can say tubes of you on here? That could be it. It said it was just reported. That's so weird. Come on. I mean, First Amendment, freedom of speech. Give it to me. Okay, I'm gonna do this now. I'm gonna take this. We're making our confetti paper. Now watch what happens. We're gonna roll this. We are gonna roll this. And we're not gonna worry about anything else. We're gonna roll this and look what we just made. We just made confetti. I love the TikTok shop. Maybe that will help. Annie B. Point, counterpoint. I'm gonna tear some of this off and put some of this right here. Yes, that's what you say if anything comes up. I love it. You found the hack. Okay, we have our confetti paper made. And how are you doing, Anne? We're gonna cover this up now with glue. We're gonna get in there with our glue, and now is when the magic happens. You're just gonna work this. If you've ever done felting before, this is how you work it. You just rub, 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 rub. These little shimmers of our color will come through. Hey, you know what? If you guys keep saying that, algorithm might be like, make this live go viral. And then everybody can learn how to do this. Japanese lacy leaves, I love it. Yes, this is a great technique for those skeleton leaves. Yes, definitely. Some of the people in the surprise supplies get those leaves too. We have some of paper with them on. Okay, I'm soaking the heck out of this. This one's going to be chunky looking over there. But then we're going to have our lovely confetti paper that we made out of 2 layers sandwiched between. And now we're just squeezing all the glue up. So we have our layers of tissue paper. And you can see how translucent it is already. And now what I want to do is just come in with plain old, get it at the dollar store, and come up here. We're not going the whole way up because this one's going to be a screw-on lid. I'm going to actually uncover this bit. Let that little guy peek out. We just want to make sure we have this and see where it's kind of overlapped. It does really cool things. It does real cool things. I'm just looking for all my little ends. How are you? Hey everybody, September's almost over. Can you believe it? How quick. Our daughter is not in the path of the hurricane, thankfully. But I'll tell you what, they can turn because they weren't in the path of Ian either. and they got hit hard. Their place was fine, but they had neighbors who had real damage. There's a Chuck E. Cheese less than a mile away from them, was completely destroyed. So yeah, those hurricanes are nothing to fool around with. Okay, so we're covering our confetti with tissue wherever there wasn't any. And I'm going to tell you what, I'm showing you this on paper. I have done workshops here where I teach people how to do this very same thing on like lamp shades and other cool stuff. Lamp shades when you use LED bulbs. LED bulbs only. Okay, we have that down. Let's make sure our bottom is right. We're going to come and take excess glue and come right up here to the top. And I like to just work around, just like kind of spinning it around. Right there is a bare spot. No more. Bare no more. This I promise you is one of those soothing crafts that everybody enjoys. Everybody can do this. There's a little piece right there. I've done a lot of workshops teaching this. And I want to just really start doing workshops, free workshops right here with you. That's my hope. Because then no matter where you are in the world, we can craft together. And how fun is that? Seriously, crafting is the best thing ever. Push down really hard so you get out the air bubbles. Push down, push down. The air bubbles don't do anything, but they do make it look different. You can let them if you want to. I like to take them out. Just keep turning. Therapeutically pushing them down. And this is one of those all ages, all skill level crafts. I love that. I love crafts that everybody can do and you don't have to have a ton of supplies for. And this confetti look is so cool, so easy to make. It makes your mulberry paper go really far because it works so well because the tissue paper is translucent, but the mulberry paper is very opaque. Squish, squish, squish. And I have arthritis, and this is like really good therapy for my hands. It feels good. When you're satisfied that it is the whole way around, I'm gonna take, what am I gonna do here with this gluey glue fingers? I'm gonna hold that up so you can see it. Can you see how, see how the light's coming through and you can see all the confetti that we made out of the mulberry paper? And then that for the lid. Come on. How gorgeous is this? One of the things I get the compliments most on here is a jar that I have in my bathroom that holds Q-tips that I made just like this. And how easy was that? The mulberry paper is magical though. And you can see there how it looks. Once that dries solid, I might put another coat of glue on my leaf just to keep my ridges in check, maybe. Boy, you're bonbon. Did you hear a girl? Okay, got one more. One more. Should I do one more or should I I have one more to do. I think I'm gonna go ahead and just do it. I want to get on to my ghosts and stuff too, but I think I'll just finish this one up. To show you, then we will have done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. And I started with 3 pieces like this shape. So this stuff will go super duper 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 far. And the confetti look, I'll show you the confetti look on this one, only a different way. This one, the first thing we're going to do with the hands is take and tear. And I'm not going to go crazy. Let's do like 5 pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's do 7. 7 pieces that color. You'll be able to like, Paula Ann, no. I'm sorry. TikTok's slacking. Okay, mulberry paper, tear it, don't cut it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So we still, starting with 3 pieces, and we will have done 6 things. We still have this much left. So you don't gotta go crazy with this. And I think I'll take, since I have it here, I think I'll take some of this Italian crepe paper and just tear up some little bits, because we're gonna go with a fall confetti. I'll tear up some little bits of this too. Because it's here. It's here. And you're gonna love how this one looks. I need a couple more little yellows. We are making one of these jars. This is with stuff you get in the packages, the surprise packages. Surprise supplies. Hello, Martin. Martin, check. Honey, give us a wave. Are you okay? Oh, he's counting. Martin is doing so good. Everything from that table is still to be packed. All this from this table is still to be packed. These in here turn into only 6 of them fit in that bag when they're all packed up. Martin is getting all the scrapbook paper and packing. So this is just a jam jar. This is just a jar from Welch's. And we're gonna take, let's do this for the top. We're gonna do something a little fancy here for the top. We're gonna take and make 2 little leaves. And you can tear this into any color, size, shape. I'm gonna put some more of these in now. This works really good too if you make it wet before you tear it. You can paint it with a paintbrush. Little leaf shape. Put some more of our confetti here because this is a bigger jar. Confetti, confetti. Let's make another leaf. And we'll use this little guy too, I think. Maybe. No, maybe this little guy over there. Yep. Okay. Now it's time to get messy. Time to get messy. These kits, 100%. They're on our link in the bio for our site. I'm super paranoid about saying anything like that now. And yeah, it's super fun stuff. So this stuff here, and this is what we're doing. Let me move these out of the way. We're doing this little, wait, no, that makes too much shadow. Okay, here we go now. We're doing confetti. So I'm gonna take the jar. This is confetti a different way. Tubes of fuel. Yep. Thank you. And you know what they did? They filtered your comment when you said that, Doughboy. I get why they do it, because we love the TikTok shop. I need to get in. I need to just break down and do a TikTok shop, and then TikTok might get off of my back. We love the TikTok shop. I have bought 22,000 items today from the TikTok shop. Just kidding. You know, they say Big Brother's watching, Big Brother's listening, I guess. Yeah, it's turned into selling. I just want to, creators can do this thing called series, where I could do this as a series to teach you how to do this, and then you got to pay to watch it. I'm like, I don't want to do that. I want as many people as I can learning how to do this, because this is a good thing to know how to do. These make great gifts. These are so fun, and now we're gonna put confetti on. Oops, that's the wrong side. Nope, that's the right side. No rhyme or reason. No rhyme, no reason. That's the wrong side. That's the right side. But there is no rhyme or reason. Those little guys won't all stick together, so be it. Get off there, you. This one's gonna look super cool. And look, this one is just so fun. So fun. Yeah, different color translucent paper. The thing that's nice though about using the mulberry paper is it is opaque. And when light comes through here, the opaqueness creates super cool shadows. If you're a person who likes the shadows, I do like the shadows that lanterns and things make. This makes cool shadows. But you can absolutely do this with anything. And you can see how much thought process I'm giving to what's going where. It's just sort of all happening. Live in the shadows. Of course you like that. I love watching the shadows in here. There's something special about that. You could definitely put fairy lights in them. Fairy lights I have fairy lights that I'll stick in one and show you. Here, I'll turn the lights off and show you. Fairy lights in these look enchanting. So this is our confetti look that we're going for. I didn't cut that one. I'll tear it. The yellow looks so cool coming through. A week from today, I'm going to be at the Ohio Glass Museum. I'm so excited. I've been wanting to go there forever. Oh my gosh. All kinds of people, honey, are subscribing. Loving
Thank you.
Turtle with Love Brittany. Somebody's sending subscriptions out
That's amazing.
to
Thank you.
people. Thank you. Who is doing that? Thank you, thank you, thank you. How cool. There's a fairy godmother on here, or godfather. Annie. Annie, thank you. Honey, Annie sent subscriptions out to loads of people. That's so lovely. I'm going to blow you kisses. And welcome to the fam, everybody. Thank you, thank you. I can't blow you kisses right now. They'd get caught. On my hair, there's 5 out of 7 stars. I'm not sure what that means, but it says Sub Fiesta. I don't know what that means either. Yay, and now you can use the emotes. Gus Gus. Send a hi bear. Hey Gus Gus. And a heart me. Thank you, Gus Gus. I'm making a confetti lantern. This can be a confetti pretend stained glass lantern. You need 2 more subscriptions to break some goal achievement, it says. Interesting. 2 more subscriptions needed. Should I sing for the subscription? Martin, I could do I'm going to sing until you subscribe. Everybody would subscribe immediately because I can't sing. I sang to Martin at breakfast and made a video out of it. I haven't posted it yet, though. Okay, I'm going to take some glue. This is a little hack. A little crafter hack here. Take the little glue off my fingers. The glue is all over my fingers. Windswept and enchanting. Yes. We're going to make the lid for this one. The lid is red, the ring around, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that, Welch's. Red. Be generous. Glob it on there. This one got a little bump of glue underneath, so he's going to be a little 3D. This one we're gonna windsweep this leaf. We're gonna cover the top with mulberry leaves. Category 3 is inspected in Florida. Right now I looked at my daughter's and it says it's a tropical storm still, so hopefully it does all of its stuff out at sea and doesn't come their way or anybody's way. It's scary when that happens. Yes. Covering your hands in glue is good for your soul. This one, we're going to get creative with this top, and we're going to use a lot of different little bits on here. I'm going to put this one underneath here. This is why I love working without patterns, too. Just do whatever your heart tells you to do. A little dab of this, a little dab of that. I'm going to save that guy. I'll put this guy on here. Oh, subscription goal progress. Doughboy subscribed. Doughboy, kisses for you too. And it's 6 out of 7. 1 more subscription, honey, we need for something. Oh, Doughboy got it from Annie. Annie, you're a superstar. Thank you. That is so kind of you. I gotta have a drink of water. My face has just gotten really hot from all the excitement. Cheers, everybody. I wasn't drinking. My fingers are less gluey now. Thank you, Annie, and thank you, everybody that's here. Thank you for that. Morton. Wait, you gotta blow your kisses too. All the kisses. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And Doughboy shared the live. You guys are all so awesome. The tapping, the sharing, the love. It's amazing. The glue. Are you here for the glue? I'm gonna put a nice big healthy blob of glue on here. And we're gonna, hopefully my finger doesn't stick. Don't stick. It's stuck. Gonna glue these down. Nice and thick. Nice and thick. Hopefully, I'm gonna get to show you some of these in real time drying. Hopefully. We gotta get some money for you. Thank you. I think that's really what TikTok's all about now. And I think TikTok doesn't restrict your lives as long as you're like, I'm doing a battle and just raised, I got a million diamonds on a live. P.S. I never have. But I've seen creators say that on TikTok. So it's like, the heck? What the heck is a million diamonds? There are creators that get them. Okay, so these guys are all on. I'm just going to tap them down. Tap them down just a little bit. If anything needs shuckled, I can shuckle it. Can get it worked around a little bit. I kind of want them to not touch. I want them to look organic, but also look, Yeah, I agree. I'm on here doing crafts all the time, but I'm not on here battling all the time. I got a craft. It's in my blood. I have to do it. It's the law. Hello, sweet lady. We are having a lovely, lovely morning. It's almost afternoon. Almost afternoon. Okay. I'm happy with all of these. Now I'm going to set this off to the side so it doesn't get in my way. I'm going to take a nice piece of tissue paper, plain old white piece of tissue paper, and I'm going to crumble it up. I'm going to crumple the heck out of this. Now I'm going to uncrumple this. Crumple and uncrumple. And now I'm going to wrap it around here. We're making our confetti. Yes. 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 Making our confetti. Mulberry confetti. This one's all about the mulberry paper. Oh, Martin just gave a little huff. Honey, are you okay? Just tired of packing paper? Oh my goodness. It was beautiful. That little sigh of, will this ever end? Am I ever gonna see the end of this paper? This might be ready to go. This is ready to go. Oh, let's go for it. Now we got this on. And this is what's happening. The tissue paper. Oh my gosh, Gus, thank you for the confetti. Honey, Gus just sent confetti. It was a wonderful celebration. Made chili today. Good week for it, definitely. That's what we're having for lunch and dinner. I told Morton I wanted to freeze it. Morton's like, let's eat it. I'm like, it's a crock pot full. Okay, so see how the tissue paper kind of wrinkles? I love that. When the tissue paper kind of wrinkles, it does really cool things. That's what happened on there. You want that. So, well, maybe you want it all smoothed out. I like the wrinkly stuff. And you're gonna know when it's time to put more glue on, because suddenly it won't go smooth. So then come back around to the other side if you poured a whole bunch of glue on. Smoothing that glue out. This reminds me of something I would have done as a child in school, but I can never remember doing this. But boy, oh boy, did I loved it when we would do crafts that involved glue. We didn't have glue at home. I didn't have any craft supplies. That's probably why I want them so bad now. I had to make my own paint. Typically out of flowers or things that were colored. You know, like had a lot of like onion peels. It's good for making paint. A lot of color in there. I wish I would have known how to make charcoal when I was little. I would have made it. Martin taught me how to make charcoal. He's great at it. All right. About all smoothed over. Okay. I love this one. Look at how the colors are gonna look. Can you see that? Look at that. Oh my goodness, yes. You didn't have craft stuff either. Yes. I hear ya. So we have this little leaf, this one that I drew inside. This one that's plain, I'm loving that. This one, this lid, I'm gonna just let the lid dry like that. I was gonna put leaf shapes in it, but I'm not going to. I'm gonna leave that one just chunky. Let's set this up here. Gonna set all these up here to dry. I'm gonna always keep this little spot here clean because this is a great drawing place for my little crafties. Zooty Poot, thank you. I'm going to go wash my hands up, and I'm gonna come back in a little bit after a bathroom break and getting these hands washed because I want to do painting on Lady of the Leaves, and I want to do these little ghosties. I'll flip around here. Oopsie. What did I touch? Thanks for being here. Thanks for watching. I hope you liked it. And I'm gonna come back and show you soon, and we'll look and see as they're drying how they look. And I'll go find some fairy lights to stick inside too. A little bit. Thank you for being here. Everybody, I hope you had fun. I'm going to upload it to you know what. And we'll see you soon. Bye for now. How can I push this end button? This little pinky. This little pinky says bye. See you later.